It's super important to do home maintenance between your grooming sessions. Wahl provides some excellent tools for at-home maintenance of your pet. This de-shedding glove is great for bathing and brushing your dog between baths. Not only is it super comfortable, it also looks really cool. One of the things that I really like about using a glove to do de-shedding and brushing is that the little nubs on the glove, it helps stimulate the skin, and it also moves the oil, the healthy oils from your dog's skin through the hair. You can see I've just been brushing for a second and I already have a ton of shedding hair that's no longer going to be on the floor of your house. And to the dog, it just feels like you're petting them. This is one of my favorite at-home tools for shedding dogs. I really love a hydrating spray. This one is conditioning, hydrating, and deodorizing for brushing in between grooming visits. So in areas that may get a little dry or dirty, you just want to do a light mist. And then you want to follow up by brushing that area with a slicker brush. I like this slicker brush because the ergonomic handle and the ends of the pins on this slicker brush have little balls so that it doesn't scrape on their skin. In the areas that I just hydrated, I'm gonna use a pat motion with my slicker brush just to disperse that product through the hair and make sure that that moisture is getting all the way down to her skin and we're getting any tangles that might be in her coat. You wanna try to avoid brushing dry hair when possible, and that's why I would always recommend using something like the hydrating spray to keep the integrity of the hair. Of course, there are areas that are longer and a little bit more difficult to brush. They might get tangled more easily than this short hair on the back. These are areas of high friction that are in constant contact with either the other side of the leg, the floor. They get a lot of pets back here. And we want to make sure that we're using a slicker brush and following through with the comb in this area to prevent tangles. When you have an area of long hair, you want to start line brushing, which means lifting the long hair and taking your slicker brush and gently pulling the hair down in lines to get fully through the coat. Following through with the comb is really important just to make sure that there aren't any tangles that were missed by the slicker brush. You can use the wider side or a fine side. I would just recommend pulling through slowly. In case you do snag a tangle, you can go back to your slicker brush, gently brush it, and then follow through with the comb. So dogs with this coat type tend to get tangles behind the ears really easily because we love them and we pet them so much on their ears and their head because they're so cute. So that's an area that we want to make sure we're spraying, gently brushing, and following through with a comb just to make sure we're not getting big mats back there. She doesn't have any, she's perfect. Using these tricks for at-home maintenance is gonna prevent matting, tangles. It's gonna build your connection with your dog and it'll keep your groomer happy. To find these products, you can visit Wahl online or your local pet retailer.